We got a big update to get to on Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. Welcome in to this edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report, powered by Chat Sports. I am your fearless leader, Tyler Jones, here with you. Thanks for joining us. Travis Kelce, he made an appearance on the Bussin with the Boys podcast this week with Will Compton and Taylor Lewan. Those guys do an awesome job with their show. Was originally with Barstool. They moved over to FanDuel. And Kelce had a very wide-ranging conversation talking about his future plans, his thoughts on the Chiefs this season. He also talked about his life off the field with Taylor Swift and among other things. And we'll go over the highlights, some of our key takeaways from what Kelce had to say. But before we do that, just real quick, let's tell you more about Travis Kelce heading into this 2025 campaign. A lot of people of the belief that this could be the last hurrah for Travis Kelce in what has been an incredible career for the greatest tight end of all time as a 10-time Pro Bowler, a first-team All-Pro, 4 different selections, a 3-time Super Bowl champion, a member of the NFL's 2010s All-Decade team. But the reality with Travis Kelce is that heading into 2025, he comes in with a chip on his shoulder, something to prove. A lot of people already writing off Travis, saying that he's washed and doesn't have much left to offer at this point in his career, as he's coming off 2 straight seasons with under 1,000 yards. And he also had a low in receiving touchdowns this past year with 3, was held at just 823 yards and 97 total catches. He did look a little slower this year. There was reports about him slimming up a little bit, dropping about 25 pounds, although that he's kind of denied that. But nonetheless, this is a huge year ahead for Travis Kelce to prove himself and also be a critical piece to this Chiefs offense as they try to get back to the Super Bowl and bring home another Lombardi trophy. We'll get to Kelce's comments here in a moment, but first, let's show some love to Travis Kelce. Spam87 in the comments. I want to see at least 387s to know that we love Travis Kelce and we're rooting him on here in 2025. If we get at least 300, I'll shout out whoever spams the most. Get those 87s in there, and we'll have more for you here on today's program. All right, so the first takeaway from Travis Kelce is that he is razor focused. He is locked in on what's ahead for this 2025 campaign, and I think that's bigger than what people realize for Kelce to be saying this, because he has so much going on, a lot on his plate off the football field, not just dating Taylor Swift, but his popular podcast, New Heights, with his brother Jason Kelce. He's done the TV thing with Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader on Prime Video, among other things. There's a lot going on. Travis Kelce has just an incredibly bright future beyond football, and it has raised some eyebrows of people wondering where his focus is. Is he all in? Is he invested completely on this Chiefs team? But if you listen to Kelce say so himself, he is locked in for this season and said this on the Bussin with the Boys podcast. I know that I got one on the contract, referring to this season, in a hell of an effing team. We got a lot of an effing talent, and I'm pumped for it. And he should be excited for it, in all honesty. I feel really good about the spot this Kansas City Chiefs team is in heading into 2025. And I think one key for Travis Kelce that we've talked about here previously that we'll continue to reiterate, which should help Kelce a lot, is that he is no longer the number one option in this passing game anymore, as Rashee Rice will be taking on those duties, and he looks like a legit number one receiver. I think he can be a top 10 wideout in this league. And so with that, Travis Kelce, with Noah Gray alongside him as well, that should be less pressure on him. You get Rashee Rice back. You get Xavier Worthy another year older, a healthy Hollywood Brown. The offensive line should be drastically improved, bringing in Josh Simmons and Jalen Moore. The run game should be better with Isiah Pacheco fully up to speed. There's a lot of reason to be optimistic. You think about all the problems this Chiefs team had in 2024, and yet they still reached the Super Bowl. And they have, it would appear on paper, fixed a lot of those issues entering this season. And so I get where Kelce's coming from. He's at the right place. He's locked in. He's ready to go. Do you believe in Travis Kelce? Do you think that he's going to have a great season in 2025? You got two options here. Type B for believe, D for don't. Weigh in the comment section and tell us what you think when it comes to Travis Kelce. Folks, want to make sure that you are subscribed to the Kansas City Chiefs Report as we're bringing you coverage all off season long, even through the weekend here on the channel with the 4th of July holiday. We're still going to keep you updated with everything you need to know on your Kansas City Chiefs with our news and rumors, breaking news, Q&A mailbags. There's no off season here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report. We got you covered every way we can. And the best part about it, doesn't cost you a thing. You can subscribe now for free, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. Never miss a moment. Lock us in. Subscribe now. You'll be glad you did. Now, the future plans for Travis Kelce. Much of that has been discussed as he made the decision to return to the Kansas City Chiefs this year. I don't think anybody was really expecting Kelce to retire, but now that retirement talk has come along, then the discussions shift towards next season if Kelce is going to play another year beyond this year. And if you recall, a few weeks ago in the offseason program, Kelce seemed pretty optimistic and excited about his future with this Chiefs team after this season. He made it seem like that all signs point to him playing another year even beyond this year, based on how he feels right now, but that could change. He said that he'll make a decision in regards to his future next spring, saying this: I don't know what I'm going to feel like in March and April next year when I make that decision, or I try and figure out what's next for me. And honestly, I think that's perfectly reasonable for Travis Kelce. We don't know what is going to happen this year and how Travis Kelce is going to look, how healthy he's going to be, how much wear and tear his body is going to take. There are a lot of other factors here. And I know Chiefs fans aren't going to like hearing this, but here's the truth of the matter, folks. Travis Kelce doesn't need to play football. He has so much going on and has so much earnings potential and so many great things out there with him without having to take a single hit to his body. If you're Travis Kelce, he may be saying right now, yeah, I like the idea of potentially coming back for another season after this year, but let's see how this year goes. And then the Chiefs and Travis Kelce could potentially go from there. I don't think that this is something that should worry Chiefs fans. I don't think it's something that should frustrate you. I think with Kelce at this point in his career and everything he's done for this organization, it's more than okay that he wants to see where he's at come March and April and then decide from there. I think that's perfectly fine. Will this be Travis Kelce's last season? Predicted for me. Weigh in, let us know. Y for yes, in for no. If you think this is the last hoorah for Travis Kelce in the NFL here in 2025, tell me in the comments section. Got a great deal we're offering right now. We have Nike Chiefs t-shirts on sale, about $10 off, plus free shipping, folks. And they're all in one place. Chatsports.com/ChiefsNike is where you can get these today. It is a little hot outside. It is humid in Kansas City. You want to be wearing t-shirts. You want to be representing your favorite team and some Nike gear as well. That sounds like a fantastic combination, my friends. Go to chatsports.com/ChiefsNike to get yours today. We have all sorts of different shapes and sizes available. We also have other Chiefs merchandise at that same link. Go see for yourself now. Chatsports.com/ChiefsNike to get yours today. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Now, with Kelce entering the final year of his contract, there is another possibility out there. What if the Kansas City Chiefs say, you know what, Trav, we don't want you here in 2026 and beyond, but Travis still wants to play? Well, according to Travis Kelce, he is saying that he is not interested in playing anywhere else, that if the Chiefs were to say that they wanted to go another direction, he would not be looking to play for another team. Here's more from Kelce. At this point, no. Maybe if you would have asked me that maybe like a contract or two ago, I'd been like, I'd keep it open. Kansas City is like the only place I got a home. I've just had that sense of community. I think I would have a tough time putting on another jersey. I mean, he's a Chiefs player through and through. That's who Travis Kelce is. And I think it's going to be great when he hangs it up someday playing his entire career with the Kansas City Chiefs, much like his brother Jason did with the Philadelphia Eagles. This is home. This is where he belongs. Um, I think, folks, barring this year just being catastrophic, I don't think that Travis Kelce would not be welcome back in Kansas City if he wanted to play in 2026. So I think two things are true here: that the door is going to remain open for Travis Kelce if he so chooses. And I don't think that he is looking to play anywhere else either, that he's made that known. Now, things could change. He could take less money and he could, eventually down the road in 2026 be reduced down to the tight end 2 role and Noah Gray potentially move up, or they bring in another tight end, whatever it may be. But as long as he's playing football, it's going to be with the Kansas City Chiefs. Appreciate you joining us here on this edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report. If you made it to the very end of today's show, you know what that means? That means you're a real one. You are a real Kansas City Chiefs fan. Spam real one in the comments section. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report.